Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A, it's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG, located on the northeast spawn rather, of Highway. Almost get my maps mixed up there. And this one is under the command of 15JG52Brauer. Now we saw him recently in another video, and in that one he was in the Fifi, and this one, the 212A. Now he's got the 203mm howitzer and 2 marks of excellence on the barrel already, so I'm expecting a good game. Yeah, he has this habit of playing around with his mouse whilst he's not actually doing anything. That's why I've had to take control of the camera. 212A was going to be built on the hull of the KV-222, which, as you know, is one of the prototypes before they got to the KV-3. But unfortunately, yep, they didn't start producing them because they were too busy producing tanks. And 15JG is actually aiming towards the northwest corner because some enemy tanks have turned up. Rounds out, that looks good. Oh, very good. He got a near splash on the Centurion Action 10, and he's picked up some stun assist since. And yes, he's doing that thing with his mouse again, which means I have to take control. Now the reload time is fairly long, but it's 37.39 by the book, and he's got 30.34 straight for the back chat. And unfortunately he doesn't let us see what actually happens, but he did get a near miss on the back chat 25 plus 331, so I'm going to have to take control of the camera whilst he's aiming as well, because otherwise you're not going to get to see what he's doing. Yeah, I can understand people trying to or wanting to relocate after firing in this game now, because obviously the tracers made it much easier to locate where you are and counter battery, but the problem is that you don't let the players see what you're doing. You won't let the viewers see what you're doing, and they want to see the enemy tanks destroyed. They don't want to see a situation whereby all you do is you fire and then look away. Okay, he fires around at the Progetto and he moves straight away, so good job I took control of the camera there. But you see he missed the Progetto, didn't get it quite on. Now aiming towards the town. There's a mouse in. There's a few other tanks, an IS-3. In fact, it's an IS-3 too, and an A Phase 1. This is a Tier 10 game, and he's Tier 9, so he's going to earn extra XP for all of the opponents that he smacks. He fires around it. Oh, now he aimed at the AMX-50B, and he actually, I think he hit the mouse and splashed the AMX at the same time. You can see they're both stunned. Again, good job I took control of the camera, because otherwise you would have missed that. He switched his aim to the north again, or to the, not to the north, to the west I should say. And it looks like he's going to try and get this back, but he fires around in and... oh! Now he almost hit him because the back chap made a critical error there and drove forward when he should have just pulled back. Okay, we've got T124 now, and both of our teammates over that end of the map have been wiped out. I think that back chat was just too powerful for them. The T124 is making a move towards our AMX-50B. He stops, fires around, and I wasn't quick enough with the camera to allow us to see what was going to happen with that shell. So it's very annoying when somebody doesn't watch or continue to watch. You can move and not be and still be in camera view, actually seeing what battle assistance, seeing what's actually happening to the enemy. You don't have to pop out of view straight away, and I'd recommend you try moving or pressing your W key or your S key. And yeah, you see he's done it again. And he missed out on the fact that he got a direct hit on the T124. Okay, so he's changing position. And he's playing with his mouse again, so I have to take control altogether. Oh dear. Okay, right. What's next? Well, there's a 50 TP out the field because all the enemy heavy tanks have been wiped out. So he's lining up a shot. Trying to follow it. You see, I've had to use freehand here because he moved after he fired immediately, and so you would have missed that. And he's playing around with his mouse again. I have to say, you know, where these replays where you actually have to do a lot of hard work by playing around with the mouse buttons just to get a view of what the person is trying to play, it just sort of like makes it counterproductive. Well, he fired that round at the ST1, but it appeared to go over the ST1 and miss him altogether because he's showing no damage or stun at all. It's going to have to wait for the reload now, but it's saying okay, but in fact actually it is still reloading. It's almost there, only a few more seconds to go. Trying to tease the red line over the... Oh, he got the tortoise! He did get the tortoise. He looped the shell over the ridgeline. Yeah, the thing I'd say to players is stop playing around with your mouse. Don't make it so difficult for the person to actually create the video. Otherwise they'll say, oh, too difficult to create these videos, I'll do somebody else's video instead. So, yeah, that's the recommendation I would give to Brauer. Don't make it so difficult for me to do these videos, because after I won't do them. It'd just be a waste of my time. Okay, he's trying to get a shot, but the ST1, those silos are in the way. So he needs to change position, ideally, or wait for the ST1 to fall back, and I don't think he's going to fall back. So from this position, I just don't think he can get a shot. Now you can get a shot. Yep. In fact, he switched back to that 50 TP, who, with the help of his teammates, has actually managed to stop most of the enemy tanks actually coming, or most of our tanks coming out of the town. And we've lost sight of him now. He could have had a shot on that ST1 actually, because the ST1 was out from behind those silos. And there goes the standard B. I would point out as well, one of the reasons why somebody recently joined our channel or saw some videos from our channel, and one of the reasons why they said they couldn't watch the videos is because the camera movement was so jerky that he couldn't follow it. And I think the reason why some of these videos have jerky camera movements is because I'm having to take control of the camera because the player's not letting us see what we want to see. So it's another reason why we shouldn't really do the videos, because those sort of videos are the ones that put people off and they don't want to watch the channel. And that's not what we want. We want people to watch these videos, but well, if they don't want to watch these videos because they're too jerky, then maybe we just have to be more picky about the replays that we choose. So take heed of the warning. And the Progetto's gone. A phase 1 got him. So, who's next? Well, there's only 3 enemies remaining. A Jagdtiger, a Waffenträger Aufpanzer IV, and an M53 M55. The 50 TP was taken out, but the 60 TP is the only tank that was left in the town. Oh, no, we just lost our T30 to their Jagdtiger, so he must be somewhere in sight of that tank, which means he's probably in these bushes over here, these trees. There he is. He's been spotted. Grabs out the Jagdtiger, and he gets a direct hit for 397. And you'll notice there I didn't have to move the camera at all, because I didn't have to take control, because he's now staying with the targets, because it's in the end game. Well, the Waffenträger's down, which means the last remaining enemy is the M53 M55. We don't know precisely where he is at the moment. TVP's getting close to the cap. He's fired a speculative shot into the corner, but he doesn't stay to see if the shell landed. We only saw it in the corner of the screen. And I suspect now he's not going to be loaded by the time that TVP turns up and finds the M53. Yes, he's found him. And he's killed him. So that's the end of this game. Well, despite all the problems with recording that video, this was an ace tanker game for 15JG52Brauer in the 212A. Got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11, and he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win rate was 2,480, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Strib 1030 on our team with 4,018 hit points, followed by the enemy Progetto 65, 3,675 hit points to him, and our Tortoise managed 3,454. 15JG52Brauer got 2,491, which puts him in the top 5 on his team, but he's not top 5 overall because there was one member of the enemy team rather scored more than him, so he's actually in 6th place. When it came to kills, the high scorer was the T30 with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Waffenträger and 2 kills to the Strib, the Tortoise, the 60 TP and the Progetto. And he managed only 1 kill in the game. But when it came to base XP, he's actually second because the Strib managed to get 1076 and he got 1053 and the T30 1040, which means that there was only 3 players over 1,000 and he was one of them. He fired 13 rounds, got 4 direct hits, no penetration, 12 splash, damage of 2,491 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 9 in the enemy, killed 1, did 2,040 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns, and I think that contributed towards the ace tanker. 46,536 credits altogether, and after resupply of ammunition and consumables, he took away a small profit of 1,706 credits. 1,579 XP and no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. So it was an ace tanker, but it was a very difficult to watch video. And as I said, we have had comments from people coming onto the channel for the first time, looking at these videos and saying it's very difficult to follow what's happening in the game, simply because the camera movement's so jerky, it's all over the place. And it's only those replays that are jerky are the ones where I'm having to take control of the camera because the player won't let you see what's going on when they fire at the enemy. They fire and then they look away the moment they do, so you can't see what happens to the shell. And so it does look jerky when you do that. So my recommendation is please don't do that. Please don't look away. Use your movement keys to actually move and change position, but stay watching the enemy to see what happens to the fall of shot. And if you can't do that, then maybe we'll have to choose somebody else's video instead of yours in future and reject your videos just because it's just going to take too long to do them and they're going to put other people off from watching them. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.